Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope all of you will be in the best of your health. Hope we heal and hearty with the grace of Almighty Allah by such a pandemic situation. We are here to accommodate you with the online lectures to make your studies go with the flow. As you know, we are not able to teach you with the regular classes, so we are trying to accommodate you with these online lectures. Our today's topic of discussion is the shoemaker and the elves. Basically, it's a story. So, before going to start the chapter, we must know the difficult words we are having in this chapter. And here, the first word is awful. It is basically used to emphasize the extent of something, especially something unpleasant or negative. As you can see here, the written is bad or unpleasant. Next word is doubtful. Doubtful are the feelings uncertain about something, like you are insecure about something, you are not sure about the happening of something. The third word is elves. Elves are the tiny imaginary creatures with magical powers. Here, the word imaginary means that these are not being existed in the realistic world, so these are just the imaginations of the writer that he is using within the lesson. Next word is mark. Mark is the old German currency, as in Pakistan we are having the currency rupees. So as like that, mark is the currency of German. The next word is miracle. Miracle means an extraordinary and welcome event that is not applicable by the nature or scientific laws. It means that miracle is something extraordinary happening in the life. Before going to start the chapter, we must know about the characters that are being used within the chapter by the narrator. Narrator is basically a person who is telling the story. So here, as this story is being written by the Grimm brothers, so narrator may be one of the Grimm brothers. Next, we are having the main character of the story. There are basically two main characters. These are George, the shoemaker, and his wife, Calais. They are the shoemakers, so there are also some of the customers that will be buying shoes for them. So the name of the customers are Maria and William, and the other pair of the customer is Anne and Jacob. And other very interesting creature that is introduced within the story, these are elves. Elves are the very tiny creature having some of the magical powers. So there are four elves. The first one is Cobby, Sparkles, Stitchy, and the last one is Bart. After going through the chapter, let's start. After going through the characters of this chapter, let's start the chapter. In scene 1, the story is being started by the narrator. Narrator is saying that many years ago there lived a kind, good-hearted shoemaker in a clean and peaceful village. His name was George, and he lived with his wife, Calais. She, like her husband, was very generous and kind. इस पैराग्राफ में नरेटर हमें स्टोरी का बैकग्राउंड बता रहे हैं कि एक पुराने वक्तों की बात है या कुछ साल पहले की बात है। एक गांव में एक बहुत ही पुरअमन और साफ सुथरे गांव में एक जूते बनाने वाला शख्स रहता था जिसका नाम जॉर्ज था, और वो किसके साथ रहता था? अपनी एक वाइफ के साथ, एंड हर नेम वाज कैले। द टाउन कैरियर 6 o'clock and things are very awful. Next, Kelly. Now, the basic dialogue is going to be start between the husband and the wife. The wife is addressing her husband that, George, you have worked so hard, yet we have nothing. We have eaten only cabbage for weeks. We cannot buy leather to make more shoes to sell because we do not have any money. We will surely starve if someone does not buy shoes from us. In that line, Calais is basically representing their financial health and financial issues by saying that they have been eating cabbage only from the weeks. इस बात से इस sentence से पता चलता है कि that from the weeks, it means that before these weeks they were in a very good wealthy conditions, in very good financial conditions. इन चंद हफ्तों में उनके पास खाने के लिए सिर्फ कैबेज थी। और अगर अब उनकी फाइनेंशियल कंडीशन ये है कि अगर मज़ीद उनके पास कोई बायर, कोई अच्छा बायर ना आया तो उनके ये हालात होंगे कि देन दे विल नॉट बी एबल टू बाय फूड फॉर देम। The next dialogue is starting by the shoemaker George, who is trying to keep his wife calm by saying, "Dear Calais, do not worry. I am sure we will find a buyer soon. I will finish these shoes by tomorrow." Next, Calais, "I hope you are right. You must be hungry as I am. I am so tired of eating cabbage. I wish I could have bites of meat and soft potatoes. Hopefully, tomorrow will be better. Come, let's get some rest. It is getting late." So, after they are going to have a sleep, that is the time when the surprise is going to wait for them. Uh, at the night after they went to sleep, and in the morning when they will went to their shop, they will be having a surprise for them. Next, it's in the morning, town carrier. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Life is full of surprises. George, I have got to finish these shoes. Someone will need a new pair. Narrator, George, look at the shoes in shock. Oh wow. To his surprise, they were already done. So that was a surprise for George that someone else has sewed the leather into the shoes that the shoemaker put on the workbench in a cutted leather form. Calais, George, how did you finish these shoes so quickly? Oh, and look at them, they are so beautiful. George, it is a miracle. I don't know who could have done this. I must put them in the window. They are so splendid. They will be sold soon. It's just basically a talk between the husband and the wife. वाइफ को लग रहा है कि ये शूज़ उसके हस्बैंड जॉर्ज ने स्टिच किए हैं, बट देन द जॉर्ज इज सेइंग दैट इट्स अ मिरेकल. इट इज़ रिप्रेजेंटिंग दैट कि ये शूज़ जॉर्ज ने स्टिच नहीं किए. उन्हें लग रहा है कि ये शूज़ उनके लिए किसी और ने स्टिच किए हैं. नाउ दे आर सेइंग दैट दे शुड पुट दीज विंडोज इन द शो केस फॉर सेल सो दे कुड गेट अ हैंडसम प्राइस. अब इस स्टोरी में कस्टमर्स की एंट्री हो रही है. देर आर बेसिकली 2 customers एट दैट प्लेस. दीज आर मारिया and William. Maria is saying by pointing at the window, "Oh, William, these are the finest shoes I have ever seen. Please buy them for me." William is saying, "Oh, kind shoemaker, how much are these fine shoes for?" Now, the William is asking for the price of these fine shoes. George, 25 marks. Let me wrap them for you. As I have described you earlier in the words meaning that mark is the old German currency. Now Calais is saying, "George, you have never sold a pair of shoes for so much money. We are rich. We can buy meat and potatoes. I can taste the meat right now. We can also buy enough leather for 2 pair of shoes." George, I have enough money to buy leather for 6 shoes. I have cut the leather already. Tomorrow I will stitch them together. अगेन वही हुआ है कि जब उन्होंने अपने शूज़ को सेल किया, उसको सेल करने के बाद उनको एक अच्छी कीमत मिली उन शूज़ की. अब जॉर्ज जो शू मेकर हैं उन्होंने उस चीज़ को यूटिलाइज़ किया. देन ही बायर सम ऑफ द फूड टू ईट इन द डिनर. इसी के साथ साथ उन्होंने अपने नेक्स्ट डे के लिए नेक्स्ट दोबारा बना के बेचने के लिए 6 शूज़ के लिए लेदर को ख़रीद लेते हैं. देन क्या होता है जी, कैले इज सेइंग दीज शूज़ विल बी इवन मोर वंडरफुल than the ones you made today. Let's enjoy our fluffy potatoes and juicy meat. Town carrier, a new day and a new morning. It is 9 a.m. and things are looking better. Again in the morning, another surprise is there for them. So George is saying, Calais, come quickly. Another miracle has taken place. All 6 pairs of shoes are finished. रात को सोने से पहले जॉर्ज ने जिन पैसों से वो मज़ीद 6 शूज़ के लिए जब लेदर ख़रीदा था तो वो उनको कट करके अपने वर्क टेबल पर रख के सोने के लिए चले जाते हैं. लेकिन जब वो नेक्स्ट मॉर्निंग आते हैं तो वो देखते हैं कि all the 6 pairs of shoes are finished, that someone else has sewn all the 6 pair of shoes for him. Calais is saying, "This is wonderful, but who could have done this? Look at the workmanship. They will bring a good price, but put them in the window so people can see them." Calais is saying that it's very wonderful, but the Calais, the wife of the shoemaker, is also suspicious that she is asking for that who has done this. Next, there is another customer, Anne. "I must have those brown shoes with red flowers. They are the most beautiful shoes I have ever seen. I will pay you 30 marks for your fine work." So that customer is also very happy with the fine shoes, and he is saying that he will pay 30 marks. 30 marks, it's also a handsome price for the shoemaker. So these 30 marks will be helpful enough for the shoemaker and his wife to live a more peaceful life. The other customer, Jacob, he is saying that "I would like to buy the black boots. The work is superb. I will pay you 50 marks for your fine work." So here is also another good news for the husband and wife. And George is saying very happily, "They are yours. Let me wrap them for you." It's another alarming town carrier at the same day. 12 o'clock noon, 12 o'clock noon, and things are looking very fine. Here is another narrator's note. And so it went on each day. The shoemaker would buy more leather and cut it out. The next morning, beautiful pair of shoes would be placed on the workbench. The kind, gentle, good-hearted, and no longer poor shoemaker and his sweet, generous wife became very rich. They had enough money to buy meat, potatoes, nice clothes, and beautiful leather for new shoes. They never had to eat garbage again. नरेटर यहाँ पर ये बयान कर रहे हैं कि आहिस्ता आहिस्ता जैसे कोई एक अननोन पर्सन आता और जो भी शू मेकर अपने लेदर को कट करके अपने वर्क बेंच पे छोड़ के रात को सोने के लिए चला जाता था, तो नेक्स्ट मॉर्निंग अननाउनलिंगली कोई भी एक पर्सन आता और उसके तमाम तर शूज़ को स्टिच करके बहुत ही खूबसूरत तरीके से स्टिच करके चला जाता। अब यहाँ पर रेटर ये कह रहे हैं कि डे बाय डे आहिस्ता आहिस्ता ये काम चलता रहा और अपने इन खूबसूरत शूज़ को बेचने की वजह से हस्बैंड एंड वाइफ जॉर्ज और कैले मज़ीद गरीब नहीं रहे थे। अब वो उनके पास इतना पैसा था कि वो कुछ भी खाने के लिए, अच्छा पहनने के लिए, अच्छा खाने के लिए ख़रीद सकते थे। Now the George is saying that like he is thinking here and saying, "My dear wife, did you make these shoes for me? So I had something to sell." अब यहाँ जॉर्ज को लग रहा है कि शायद ये जो शूज़ हैं वो इसकी वाइफ कैले बना रही है। नाउ कैले इज सेइंग, "नो, आई थॉट यू वर वर्किंग हार्ड ऑल थ्रू द नाइट." Like both of they are confused at who is the third person making shoes for them. George was thinking that Calais is making it for him, and Calais is thinking that George is doing hard work. But then George, he is doing some of the brainstorming and thinking about something and saying that we will stay awake at night to see who had been helping us. Now they have made a plan to discover that who is such a kind-hearted person who is making beautiful shoes for them. Here is again a town carrier. It is midnight. The night has a lot of mysteries. Narrator, Calais and George waited up all night to see who was helping them. Then 4 little elves entered the room dancing and jumping. Finally, the mystery is over. At the end, husband and wife को पता चल गया है कि who is a person helping them. So they are the 4 little elves. 4 छोटे छोटे elves हैं. Elves को हम उर्दू में कह सकते हैं, you must have heard of the word, उर्दू में एक वर्ड है बोने, तो एल्व्स का वर्ड उनके लिए भी इस्तेमाल किया जा सकता है somehow. एल्व्स बेसिकली एक छोटी सी टाइनी क्रिएचर्स होते हैं जिनके पास मैजिकल पावर्स होते हैं, that they can do anything for any person. Elves are singing and dancing together. They are saying, "Let's help the shoemaker in making new shoes." Like they are doing this work very happily and dancing and having joy while stitching the shoes for the shoemaker. Cobby, So the first elf that is being introduced within the chapter is Cobby. He once gave food to poor Bart when he was hungry. Mr. George is a nice man with a good heart. Wow. So here is the lesson in the chapter that the Cobby is saying that once Mr. George helped Bart. Narrator: Cobby, Sparkle, Stitchy and Bart started making the shoes. Callie and George looked from behind the door. अब जब वो एल्व्स आते हैं अपने कमरे में, अब यहाँ पर एक छोटी सी बात आपने और की होगी कि कॉबी जो है, जो पहला एल्फ जो इंट्रोड्यूस करवाया गया, वो कहते हैं कि मिस्टर जॉर्ज एक अच्छे शख्स हैं और उन्होंने एक दफ़ा बार्ट की मदद की थी. बार्ट कौन है? बार्ट एक और बार्ट एक और एल्फ है इसी पॉम के, इसी चैप्टर के अंदर. अब वो क्या कह रहे हैं कि अब हमें यहाँ पर एक वजह मालूम होती है कि किस वजह से एल्व्स इस पुअर हस्बैंड और वाइफ की मदद कर रहे हैं. वो इस वजह से क्योंकि जॉर्ज एक अच्छे शख्स हैं. लाइक हियर यू कैन सी मिस्टर जॉर्ज इज़ अ नाइस मैन विद अ गुड हार्ट, दैट्स व्हाई दे आर हेल्पिंग मिस्टर जॉर्ज. सो कैली, डू यू नो दैम? व्हाट आर दीज क्रिएचर्स? विस्परिंग. कैली बहुत सस्पिशियस होकर अपने हस्बैंड से पूछती हैं कि जॉर्ज, डू यू नो दैम? जॉर्ज, क्या आप इन्हें जानते हैं कि ये अजीब सी मखलूक क्या हैं? जॉर्ज ट्राइंग टू रिकॉल. जॉर्ज अपने दिमाग में कुछ याद कर रहे हैं और याद करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि ये कौन है. बट ही इज सेइंग दैट आई कैन नॉट रिमेंबर हु दे आर. आई थिंक आई मेट बार्ट वंस. ही वॉज हंग्री एंड केम टू माई शॉप. आई हैड ओनली कैबेज टू ईट एट दैट टाइम. Since he was hungry, I gave half of my food to him. So, जॉर्ज कुछ याद करके अपने मिसेस को बताते हैं कि एक टाइम था, एक दफ़ा बार्ट शायद मेरे पास आया था, वो बहुत भूखा था, तो उसको मैंने उस टाइम मेरे पास खाने के लिए एक ही कैबेज थी, तो मुझे जितना याद आ रहा है कि मैंने उस कैबेज में से हाफ कैबेज खाने के लिए बार्ट को दी थी और हाफ कैबेज मैंने खाई थी, क्योंकि एट दैट टाइम both the Bart and George were hungry and they were having only a one cabbage. So next, Callie. So here Callie gets a little bit emotional. She is wiping her tears. It is a good thing you helped someone even if you did not have enough. कैले कह रही हैं कि ये एक बहुत अच्छी बात है कि हालांकि तुम्हारे पास खुद खाने के लिए ज़्यादा कुछ मौजूद नहीं था, but still you helped someone. Narrator: We learn from George and Callie's story that kindness goes a long way. The universe works is a magical ways. So narrator हमें इस at the end of the story narrator हमें ये बता रहे हैं कि बेशक although we are not having much with us, कि हमारे पास भी खुद भी अपने लिए बहुत कुछ ना हो, but still we must help other. अगर हम दूसरों की मदद करते हैं तो at that time जो ये अल्लाह ताला या गैर ज़ाहिरी तौर पर भी अल्लाह ताला किसी ना किसी तरह आपकी भी मुश्किल वक्त में मदद कर देते हैं. ओके बच्चों, तो एट द एंड ऑफ द स्टोरी आपके माइंड में एक बात आ रही होगी कि क्या फॉर द होल लाइफ दीज एल्व्स विल बी हेल्पिंग देम? क्या लगता है आपको, क्या था कि क्या एल्व्स ने सारी उम्र के लिए इन जो हस्बैंड और वाइफ थे, शू मेकर एंड हिज वाइफ, क्या उनकी सारी लाइफ के लिए वो ऐसे ही रोज़ आते थे और उनकी हेल्प करके चले जाते थे? सो लेट मी सॉल्व द मिस्ट्री. अब होता यह है कि आहिस्ता आहिस्ता जब जॉर्ज और उसकी मिसेस बहुत खुश होते हैं कि एल्व्स ने हमारी इतनी हेल्प की. बिफोर क्रिसमस एल्व्स used to came there again and help these poor couple. So George and Kelly decided to give them new dresses and with the new shoes as a Christmas gift. As in this picture you can see that they are enjoying their new dresses and new shoes. So ये वो ड्रेसेस और शूज़ है जो कि जॉर्ज और उसकी मिसेस बनाती हैं इन कैल्स के लिए एज अ थैंक यू गिफ्ट एंड एज अ क्रिसमस गिफ्ट. एंड वन नाइट एज on the Christmas night, George put these beautiful dresses and very tiny cute small leather shoes on the workbench. सो जब वहाँ पर एल्स आते हैं, एल्स वहाँ पर न्यू छोटे छोटे अपने साइज़ के कपड़े देखते हैं और शूज़ देखते हैं एंड दे बिकेम वेरी हैप्पी. दे लाइक स्टार्टेड टू डांस एंड सिंग विद हैप्पीनेस. वो अपने न्यू कपड़े न्यू शूज़ पहनते हैं और वहाँ से चले जाते हैं. एंड स्टूडेंट्स, यू नो, दे आर गॉन फॉर एवर. वो हमेशा के लिए चले जाते हैं. लेकिन ये अब इतना इशू नहीं रहा हस्बैंड और वाइफ के लिए, क्योंकि जॉर्ज और कैली के पास अब इतनी उनके पास पैसा है कि वो अपने लिए खुद भी मज़ीद काम कर सकते हैं. सो दैट्स ऑल फ्रॉम माई साइड. आज का लेक्चर यहीं ख़त्म होता है. इफ़ यू हैव एनी डिफ़िकल्टी, एनी reservations लेफ्ट, यू कैन आस्क मी और यू कैन कंसल्ट it with the other books. Thank you so much, dear friends. Allah Hafiz.